I'll tell you guys.
Okay.
I will let you know. Starting. My stream health is awful. Oh, the internet can totally see you right now. Although, unsupported
really?
resolution. Oh, stop that. Okay, so I guess we're live.
Do you want me to check?
Well, I'm kind of watching it right now, but it says that my stream health is not good. And I had a doctor's appointment yesterday. So I don't need my computer talking to me about my health right now either.
Oh, Matt.
So, I am here with Zayne and with Britt. And what are we going to do?
We're going to write.
We're going to write crap. So yeah, so that'll be fun. What are you guys working on?
Zayne, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I'm working on like a music-based story. You know, there was like a weird math scene about music.
Mm-hmm.
I never got that done for that, so I'm just still working on that now.
Oh, hey, cool.
Yeah, I was waiting for that story, and it never showed up in my mailbox. So like, I'm gonna send that over to you, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
It's been like 3 months, still waiting.
Happens. He's a busy boy.
Did it just get bigger and bigger, Zayne?
No, I just never got a chance to properly work on it, you know?
School and all that.
Yeah, and that was only 1K words like it was supposed to be, I think, right? So, yeah, what are you working on, Britt?
I am working on a spin-off series for Rumors from the Attic.
Wait, I have my
Get on Amazon right now. This is my author proof. The tabs are all the mistakes that I had to correct.
Is this a cheap plug?
Yeah, it's a cheap plug. Shameless plug.
It is amazing, you guys. Is there anyone watching?
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Yeah.
That looks splendid. Now I'm really upset. I wanted to put my word count thing from Scrivener up on the screen, but apparently OBS doesn't acknowledge its existence.
Why?
Did you guys see the thing I sent you in the Wikipedia page?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, well basically what it is in the 90s there was a bit of a backlash, I guess, from Gail Simone, who is a female comic book writer. There was a issue of Green Lantern where Kyle Rayner, like the Green Lantern, comes home and finds his girlfriend dead, stuck in a refrigerator. And she decided to go through comic books and start talking about women in comics who were basically used as plot devices to move a male story forward. So, for instance, like 35-year spoiler alert, but it's actually probably longer than that. But in like The Killing Joke, the Joker shoots Barbara Gordon and severs her spine, which makes her a paraplegic, and Batgirl, or Barbara Gordon's Batgirl, and he did this not knowing she was Batgirl, but to make James Gordon like try to go insane. So Barbara Gordon ends up in a wheelchair for like the next 10 years of comics continuity, and she becomes this character called Oracle, which is arguably a better character than Batgirl to begin with, but that's a whole other argument. Well, anyway, so this Women in Refrigerators website that Gail started with some other people, like, list all of these women who had horrible things happen to them. And what irritates me is that I think originally it was supposed to be a thing where these things happen to these women in stories to move a plot forward for the male protagonist. But what it ends up being when you look at the list, it's just like horrible things that happen to female characters, even if it's like their own book. So I don't know if like the website is trying to say, like, you're not allowed to make a bad thing happen to a female character if it moves the story forward for another character, or if you're just not allowed to do anything bad to a female character at all. And I think they kind of lost the plot on that. But because Britt was talking to me earlier about what did you call it? Sensitivity readers?
Yeah, sensitivity readers.
I had no idea what that was. I just thought that was like people finding like beta readers who like were in touch with their feminine side or something, or would like read a book with their sensitivity turned up so they would cry or something like that. But apparently it's a real thing. Britt, can you explain to everyone what a sensitivity reader is?
So, sensitivity readers are generally people from a marginalized group who you pay to read your book, to point out things that could be deemed as insensitive, racist, all that sort of thing. And where I stand on that is, in theory, that is a nice thing to do, but I don't personally agree with the use of them for myself.
I agree. Yeah, because it's like, just because you're from one marginalized group, it doesn't mean you have the authority for everything, you know? Like, because if you're just enlisting one sensitivity reader for everything, then it's like, what makes them a better person to do that than you, who also doesn't come from that group? You know what I mean? It's very... Where'd Matt go?
Matt's here.
Oh, I can't see you.
Yeah, I went away. I'm trying to see if this works. I'm just playing with stuff while we're talking. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Yeah, I don't like it too much. I think everyone should kind of have that discernment themselves. Like, is this offensive? Could this be offensive? And do I care if it's offensive? Is it meant to be offensive? You know?
I just feel like there was like a time when like writing a book was like dangerous and like really like what you would do to oh, Diana, that's funny. In the chat, Diana did a bull emoji and a poo emoji. So hopefully that is and refer to sensitivity readers. But like people make a career out of that, don't they? Like there are actually people who like they work at publishers as a sensitivity reader, right?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Like I'm gonna show you guys my awesome banned book mug, and it has all these titles of books that were banned at one point for certain things or another. I'm trying not to spill coffee on my computer because I will cry, and then I would really need a sensitivity reader. But I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't get it. But it's because I'm old, so that's that.
I mean, I'm young and I don't get it either. Like
Quit trying to rub your nose or my nose in it, Britt. Yeah, great. You're young. Congratulations. You're gonna live forever, you big jerk. I mean, Zayne's like 18, right?
I'm 22. Matt?
Yeah. I'm like frickin' Grandpa Simpson over here with you guys.
I'm dead.
But yeah, I think that sensitivity readers, good concept, poor execution, because one person's experience is going to be dramatically different from everybody else's experience. Like, one person, for example, for those who don't know, like, I'm disabled, I have cerebral palsy. I have a very mild case of cerebral palsy, and I know a bunch of other people who have it much more severely than I do, to the point where they can't speak. And they rely heavily on a computer to speak for them. So their experience is going to be dramatically different than my experience, and they're affected really than I am. So who am I? If somebody comes to me with a book about somebody with CP and they say, well, is this offensive? One, I'm not easily offended. Two, like, it depends on what kind of thing you're looking for. Like, how severe is it? Is it going to be similar to my experience, or is it going to be more similar to my friend's experience? Because I won't be able to accurately assess if I don't know those things. You know what I mean?
And Britt's telling the
go ahead.
truth. She does not get offended easily. I took Britt to a strip club a few weeks ago, and the things I saw Britt do at that place, like I never thought I would ever see anything like that. And I'm not easily offended, and I thought Britt went overboard. But
Oh,
I don't know. I never knew Britt can do those things to a pole. And here we are.
See, I don't even think it's a good concept. I would go even further than Britt to say it's not a good concept. Because what's offensive to one person may not be offensive to someone else. So there's no objectivity there.
And
So
how is Stephen King still able to put books out? How come cancel culture hasn't gone after the godfather of making people say N words and F words and all sorts of other slurs to people just to make people go, oh, that's a bad character. I'm not going to like that character. I don't know. I went on a rant. I'm sorry. But you had a good point, Zane. Go ahead.
No, I was finished actually. Yeah.
Because Stephen King markets himself as an SJW, and that's how he gets away with it. Because it's not him doing these things, it's his characters. But his characters have been doing it consistently since he first wrote a book, so... And the writers like their characters, but he tends to lean on horrendously racist people that like to drop the N-word a lot.
So if Stephen King stopped doing that, would people then look at his older work like the way people look at, like, Lovecraft or something like that? Because he stopped doing it, so does that mean he thinks it's bad and that he was wrong?
I think they'd still demonize him, to be honest, but he's Stephen King, so he's untouchable.
I think the audience is a big part of it too. I think sensitivity reading is probably more prominent in the YA community, I want to say, because, like, yeah, his audience is less likely to get offended, I want to say. I can't say that for sure, but...
It's just weird because, like, my kid is reading it now because my kid saw the movies, loved them, and is now reading it. And I said, I'm like, okay, now look, Like, he says all sorts of really bad things, and there is what people call a problematic scene between this girl and her dad. And she's like, oh no, that was in the movie. I'm like, no, it wasn't. Not like it is in the book. And I don't know. I feel like it made him cool towards the youngins. So we'll see what happens. It's a long book, so
Well,
it'll take people another few months before they decide if they hate him or not.
did they take out the spoiler alert for it here? Did they take out the like child orgy for the film? Is she prepared for the child orgy? Because I was not prepared for that.
That's not in the movie, and the way the dad acts with the daughter in the movie isn't anywhere near how it is in the book. Like, I feel like the book really borders on awkwardness, if that makes sense.
So they watered it down quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. Like, they basically allude to him being creepy, as opposed to what they allude to in the book, which is incest and rape and all sorts of other words that make your videos demonetized when you say them on YouTube.
Lots of nasty.
Diana says, I love that cup. Loved Banned Books Week. When the hell is Banned Books Week? How am I just now hearing about this?
You don't know about Banned Books Week?
I don't know about Banned Books Week. When's Banned Books Week? Is it coming? Did I miss it?
I think you might have missed it. Let's see, Banned Book. Banned Book Week 2019. The annual celebration of freedom to read will be held September 22nd to the 28th.
Are you joking? I just missed it?
That ship has sailed.
Oh my gosh, it's like everything else, dude. Remember when I missed the Mega Manathon by like 3 days earlier this year? And I was very upset about that.
Yeah.
Alright, so as far as writing goes, today I am working on my Space 1959 serial for Weird Mask. I'm going to try to write like 3 chapters of that. And then I'm going to go into my Write-tober serial that I'm doing. And we'll work on that as well. And then maybe after that's done, other things will happen. So, are you guys ready to start jamming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do you want us to like
for you guys at home, if you can, if you feel comfortable doing that, you don't have to do it. But for those of you at home, let's if you're writing with us, it's 11:05 a.m. right now. Let's see how many words we could write by 11:10. Which is not going to be good because I still have to actually do some research. So, let's say 11:15.
Okay.
Okay, go. Write fast, guys. Write faster. Okay, let me see what I got here. Oh, wait, no. That's not what I'm supposed to do, actually.
Should probably unmute my microphone. Hopefully you guys don't hear my aggressively loud
I type
typing.
loud. Yeah, let me fix that. I don't know how to do that, actually. You guys are just going to have to hear me type. I don't know how to do it.
You just press the little microphone button.
I know, but then on Like, can you guys hear me? You guys can't hear me now. But now you guys can hear me.
Yeah.
But now you can't hear me, right?
We can't hear you.
But now you can hear me. Okay, so there's that, but I gotta mute it on... Oh, actually, I'll just mute it here, and I'll let the people who are watching deal. Okay. Let's hear about that. Well, that's not how you spell that word. Hey, you guys know when you spell a word wrong, and then you go, hey, Scrivener, make the word right again. And then Scrivener's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Me too. It's the worst.
Boom. Thank you, Scrivener.
Is there a way to like change your settings in Scrivener so it stops auto-correcting to American spellings? I mean, this is only first draft, so I guess it doesn't matter if I have American spellings.
I think you could actually change your copy of Scrivener to British spelling. In that would be in edit, maybe, or you might have to do it in like your system preferences or something.
Okay. Well, I'll figure that out later. Oh shit, we only have like 2 minutes left. I wrote like not
Hello.
a lot.
Alright, guys, that's time.
Damn it!
Oh.
I can't think of a word. What is... Oh. Why did this not record any of my words? Okay. 207 on the page. That's okay. What did you guys...
Oh, no, I'm not laughing at you. I wrote 69 words.
What is this word? I'm having such a brain collision here.
I wrote 109 words.
Well, here, let me see, because I had words on this page already. Let me check this out a little bit. Come on, you bastard. 153. Britt, you win.
No, I think you win, man.
What did you have?
Yeah, I have 109.
Oh.
So you beat me.
Okay.
You definitely beat me.
Well, there's no winners and losers here, guys. We're doing stuff.
Hopefully people aren't bored of staring at our icon faces.
Yeah.
My Mac just does not want to, it likes to overheat whenever videos are on.
Yeah, I think that's what's
Square
happening
is
here
running,
on
so
my bad boy.
unfortunately, you are all going to have to suck it up.
Suck it up, guys.
And deal with Ronan Lynch as my face for the moment.
Ah, that's a word. Sorry.
Now I want to know what word it was, though.
I was trying to come up with inevitable, but I was trying to come up with a word that didn't sound as permanent as inevitable, and I couldn't, so now I'm going with less inevitable, which makes no sense, actually, when I say it out loud.
I mean, that's what editing is for, isn't it?
Editing schmediting. Hey, I got something funny for you. So what I've been doing is I've been listening to all my Black Star books using the text-to-speech function on the Mac or whatever. And even though the first Black Star book was edited by an editor, edited by Zoe multiple times, edited by me multiple times, my mom felt free to call me and let me know every time there was something fucked up in it. And then I had a friend go through it and do an edit on it. I still found 2 places where words were missing. So it said, like, go to house instead of go to her house or something like that. So you'll always find mistakes. And so Like, that book's been edited more than any other book of mine I've ever had because we put it out so many different times. So it's just one of those things. Less inevitable.
Less inevitable.
Not great. Let me see here. What else would I say about that? Okay. So it's almost 11:20.
Yeah.
So at 11:20, I know you guys are in different time zones and all that shit. Zayne might actually be in my time zone.
I'm in your time zone.
Yeah. Me and Zayne go to bed at the same time. We know what's up. So we'll do another 10-minute jam in a second here. This is the longest minute ever. You gotta yell go.
So we're going to 40?
Oh, do you want to go to 40? Yeah, let's go to 40. Let's up the ante here.
Oh, did I do math wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's okay. You're not a mathematician. You're writing a book. So
I dropped out of college because of math. So.
Okay, there we go. 11:20. So
okay.
We'll do it to 11:30 or 40.
Let's do 40. Let's make it weird.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I gotta spell things right.
That would be helpful.
Do you want me to mute my typing?
No, I like it.
Okay.
Hopefully the chat likes it. If they don't, well, oh well.
Let me do this. Where's my mouse cursor?
Thor is a good boy.
It's the good.
I agree with you.
I will disagree. Just to be,
We're not friends anymore.
yeah.
Zayne has lost the call.
Okay, let's see. And then... Oops. Oh, that's why. Okay, let me do this real quick. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
You're good.
I'm having issues
I
here.
have to figure out how to splice this group up because right now there are 4 people in this scene, and every other line of dialogue is blah 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 said, blah 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 did this, blah blah blah. Gotta figure out something better.
Well, I don't know if this is correct, but personally, I found my readers tend to frown upon my use of blah 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 in my stories. What is
Wow.
happening? I can't see. It's too bright.
Oh no.
Oh, did I just crash Scrivener?
No!
I think
Did you have it set to autosave?
I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. I'm looking at the screen, and it's just a blank screen. So
oh no.
that's gonna be awkward. Actually, this might have been the thing that screwed everything up.
Yikes.
Okay, I'm gonna have to force quit and come back and hope that I didn't just lose everything I wrote. Maybe that's why I stopped using that little tool. The what do you call it? The thing that counts your words. The word counter. What the hell is wrong with me? I think it's called a word counter.
Yeah. Well, you can highlight, and it'll give you your word count.
Wow, all sorts of stuff's happening.
Oh no. Doesn't sound like good stuff is happening.
No. Okay, come on, Scrivener. Don't make me kill you in front of all these people.
That's really why we're not sharing screens.
Yeah.
Want to document Matt for murder.
It's usually really good at saving everything as I'm doing stuff. So, hopefully everything's okay. Come on. I have a lot of stuff in these files. Maybe I should have smaller files. I used to have Scrivener files for every project, like its own file. And then I started putting all my Black Star stuff into one file and everything else into another file. And maybe that's not the way to go. Maybe it's too big.
Might be.
This is really hurting my word count on this little timed run here.
Britt, we have a chance.
You guys can do it. Make me look bad. Do it. Okay.
Never want to make you look bad, Matt.
I do.
That's the most satisfying I've ever heard.
That was awesome. I do.
Damn, I didn't know Zayne could get so savage.
Zayne's super savage, dude.
Well, I only have 25 words so far, so he'll still beat me. Oh, man.
I just wrote about giant smoking holes in aliens' crotches where they once had genitalia. I can't lose stuff like that. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it's
Quality content.
Quality content. How dare Scrivener try to sensitivity train me by crashing?
Scrivener's being your sensitivity reader.
It's like
insensitive to alien genitalia.
Yeah. They were males. I blew off their wieners. They're alien privates. They're gone.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, what is taking so long? This is terrifying. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh no. Is this going to tell me it didn't save anything I just did? I think that's what it's going to tell me. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Is it working?
And right there, we got smoking holes between their legs. Oh,
Nice.
thank goodness. That could have been scary. What?
Yeah, how would Shan read her alien erotica then?
What's going on with Shan? Where the hell's she at?
She's been really busy with work. I was actually talking to her.
Yeah,
this
with
morning.
work.
Her
She
work
goes
schedule.
on more vacations than anyone I've ever met. I see her on Instagram. I see her in tropical locales.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, when you got a new boy toy, you gotta impress, you know? Gotta wine and dine him somehow.
Is she taking him all over the place, or is he taking her all over the place?
I honestly don't know. I haven't asked.
Oh. Shan. If I find out you're flying dudes all over the place jet setting, like, we're gonna have some words. No, she wanted me to send her the zine Weird Mask 3 that she wrote in. And I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
Send me your address. Crickets. It's been months.
Oh, well, I mean, in a way, it's kind of good because she moved. So,
Maybe that's why.
yeah.
She moved again? Or just the one time?
Well,
I know she moved
has,
the one time.
Her own apartment now. So.
Okay. I'll give it to her this time. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure your alien erotica will more than make up for it.
It's not erotica if they get their peckers blown off. Good Lord, Britt. What kind of erotica do you read, you sadist?
A Song of Ice and Fire.
We won't talk about that.
The closest thing to erotica you will ever see Britt read is probably Song of Ice and Fire, and even then, she just kind of skips over all those parts.
But what about your Throb fanfic? Are we not allowed to talk about that on stream? Why don't you enlighten all the viewers to what Throb is? Get off your high horse, Britt.
One, stands Beyonce. Second of all, it stands for Rob and Dion. Because they were definitely gay.
What was the first thing you said about Sansa?
Says they were gay.
What did you say about Sansa?
Theon and Sansa for life.
Do they have a cool name? Like Thonsa or Santheon?
Most common is Beyonce. God, everybody's probably so bored.
If there's anyone left.
Let's see if we killed everybody. No, we still have 2 people watching who are very excited to hear all about your erotica fan fiction.
It wasn't erotica, you read it.
And Diane likes the sound of my typing. Well, that's good, because I got heavy fingers and they slam hard. So, this is good. So, all that people know is that Jacko comes to get dick.
Oh. Well.
Yeah. And that's not even erotica. So, put that in your crown of ice and fire and smoke it. Wow. I'm a little cranky. Okay.
5 minutes left.
Oh, shoot, on a shingle.
It's about to get real tropey up in here.
With you?
With these paranormal investigations in haunted asylums.
Haunted asylums.
Haunted? Is that what I said?
Yeah, that means a haunted horniness. That's awful.
Oh,
I'm never going to say that again. I'm grounded.
Well, let me try to tone down the Jersey. She said, haunted.
Let me try to tone down the coffee.
Haunted, not wanted.
Haunted. Holy crap! It's haunted up in here.
Never forget that one time Matt called out my Jersey accent. He was like, wow, I never heard the Jersey accent pop out like that until you said the word haunted like 5 times.
What was it? You were talking to your mom. Were you talking about water or coffee or something?
No, I think I was talking to you about my concept for rumors, and I was like, yeah, I think it's like a haunted house story, and like it's really haunted.
Oh, that's hysterical. It's so funny because when you talk to us, you're like pretty chill, but whenever your mom comes around and you talk to your mom, you slip.
Oh my god, really?
Oh my god.
My mom's accent is really very stereotypically Jersey. Maybe that's why it happens.
She's like, somebody put me in a Dutch oven.
Never forget that time my mom was a Dutch oven for Halloween.
This time.
Oh,
Let's see. I don't know how I'm even going to figure this out here because I'm on 2 different pages now. So there's 80 there. And oh, from Inevitable. That was like the big thing. So 187.
187. I wrote 179.
Well, I wrote 35 words and then I scrapped my story, so...
What?
I wasn't feeling it. I was like, this concept is just bad.
Oh, Zayne, you can't do that.
No, I know. I have another prompt that I like a bit better, so I'm going to work on that.
Zayne, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to tell it to you with all the love in my heart. You need to finish stuff before you decide if you're going to scrap it or not.
You know what? That's true. That's a good point.
The best things come at the end. If you want to use a analogy of intercourse, it will help you remember.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't talk about that either.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we've lost monetization at this point. With all this talk of fan fiction.
Oh, Diana says, leave Britt alone. I'm from New York City, and she sounds fine.
Aw, thank you, Diana. We all sound perfectly normal.
Normal. We need to go to the store and get the wagon. Go get some coffee and some water.
Okay, my laptop is dying. I don't know how it went from 80 to 30, so like 31 so quickly.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a big drop.
My battery. And it's only been like, how long? Wow, we've been on this for an hour. Yeah.
Oh my god, it doesn't seem like that.
No. Alright, bye guys.
Bye. Come on. Britt, how do you spell Jehoshaphat?
Don't ask me for spelling.
Joe.
I don't even know if that's a word.
Jehoshaphat.
That's not my vocabulary.
Yeah, Scrivener doesn't think it's a word either. I'm pretty sure it's a person. I wonder if I could do this. Jehoshaphat. Nope, it did not work. I want my guy to go jumping Jehoshaphat. Everything's behind. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're still streaming. Okay, so awesome. We will be back doing this another time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Keep writing, and we'll talk soon.